Well, we are at Old Stomping Ground, the elementary school in Sweetwater.
Is it illegal? Probably.
Probably. No, not really, because the cops do all their testing here if they can. I pay their salary. You know, people. I don't pay my taxes. Listen, we're going to do a head-to-head race, hot rod against gravy bones. And Lonnie's got a massive weight advantage, both figuratively and framatively. But I got a massive gain on brakes, horsepower, and drivability, and profession, and love life.
For sure.
What?
This one steers more.
This one, yeah. So I got steering, but that shouldn't be an issue with this. So first we're going to do some test laps. We're going to figure out our track and show the layout. We're going to have a bird in there and everything. It's going to be a super fun
This is going to be, I'm excited.
Yeah, so this setup is what we're going to start testing non-suspension go-karts and mini bikes on. Instead of the woods and stuff where it beats the spine out of your back. So we got to start these puppies up. We're topped off on fuel, kind of. Before the race, we'll top yours off.
Okay.
So,
yeah, test slaps we'll do on what it's got and then top her off.
Yeah, so you sit down, because you can electric start yours, you son of a gun. I'll get your camera rolling. Lonnie does have a fire extinguisher, just in case. Okay.
Hopefully we don't need it. We've seen in the past I'm not the best with fire extinguishers. It will burn to the ground. Yeah, that's doing nothing.
That's doing nothing for him.
Okay, go ahead and get lined up, Lonnie. Huh?
The
Oh.
wear on your tires?
Yeah. Dude, this thing hooks. I can tell I'd want a little bit more air pressure, but if I did, I'd be sliding more.
Yeah,
Because it does have some push to the front end on this one, since there's so much meat on the back and stuff. This CVT, I need to tune it because it feels lazy. You know what I mean? Like it pulls, but it doesn't let the engine get to like crazy high RPMs.
Mine's spitting in the high RPMs. I think
Less fuel or more?
well, the problem is in low RPMs it wants all that pressure let by.
Yeah.
But in the high RPMs it wants all that fuel, and I think some of it's going by.
Well, I had the needle and seat coming. We can definitely redo this. So we're gonna look over everything, make sure we don't have nothing going on. You can see where I've been getting my tire in the frame here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about cut this in two. A zip tie?
Oh yeah,
Look,
you can see it.
barely left. So, and my brakes are getting pretty warm. I mean, I can smell them. Because I'm hard on the brakes, because I'm full throttle, and it's sliding, but it hooks back up.
There's only a few times I even have to hit the brakes where this thing turns so good.
Oh,
like
yeah.
right here, I just lay off the gas and I can hit that turn and be right back in it.
Yeah, and see, that's me also figuring out this thing too. I'd say it's completely different than that. And you got a shorter wheelbase, I'm longer.
Yeah.
But it's fun as a mother though. So we're gonna check everything out, make sure everything's good, and then go do a race.
There's so many times in turns where I could pass you, but it's a little dangerous too.
Yeah. So there's no way I could beat Lonnie if he got out in front, but there's no way you're gonna get out front on this straight drag.
No.
It's basically
You take off way quicker than me.
Yeah, so if this was a race, I'd definitely win because it's hard to pass on this. That's the only thing. If it was wider,
If there's like 10 laps, I might be able to
maneuver your way around me. Yeah.
but
Well, I'm
like
trying to
3
get
or 4
over after curves and stuff, like especially out this one, just in case you know you can always go to the inside.
Well, there's so many times my front tires are past your back tires in the turn.
Yeah.
And then out of the turn, you just start pulling from me.
Yeah, it's just a horsepower factor. All right, so we're gonna check everything and get back to it. All right, so this part of the video, Lonnie did a time trial with the hot rod go-kart around the parking lot, and I'm starting and stopping the time at this certain light pole. So he did the lap in the hot rod go-kart at 1 minute 9.03 seconds. So we're going to see what he can do with Gravy Bones. So the problem with Gravy Bones on this day was I didn't put enough air in the tire. With Lonnie, it's pretty decent, but I weigh double what Lonnie weighs. So when I'm on it, the tires are flexing a lot, and we're getting axle hop out of the rear end. So how we're going to combat that is we're going to get 2 Go Power Sports axle bearings, and we're going to put the extensions behind the wheel, because what I'm thinking has happened is the tires are getting so much grip, it's bouncing that 1-inch axle, because we have like probably 10 inches of exposed axle, and these 1-inch axles can't handle that kind of flex. So I think in a later date we can add those bearings right behind the wheel hubs like I do on our swing arms and stuff, and it'll significantly take out the axle hop as well as inflating the tires a little bit better. We didn't bring an air compressor. So 1 minute 9.03 seconds when he did the hot rod. Let's see what he can do on the Gravy Bones. So
that was fun.
Yeah, that was real fun.
I had a couple close calls, but
I think the problem is I'm not in front of you, slowing you down. And
I was trying to go as fast as I could. There's a couple times.
Yeah.
Well, on that one I got up on 2 wheels.
Well, you drifted the first lap, and it was both times when I let you in front of me, so you was able to not slow down in curves. And and you're like just hopping through these, and you're missing drains. I don't know if you guys realize there's massive, like foot deep drains where the road just goes to a metal grate, and there's people here walking their dogs. So
they got a nice loud
oh, that's a GoPro. Yeah, wasn't that of an enjoyable walk? But we're gonna have to do this again. This is the best time to do it on Sunday afternoons. No one's here usually. And I don't think no one would mess with us. Maybe the neighbors if we had something too loud. That's loud. I mean, this is deep loud, but that thing is just...
It's like a 2-stroke versus 4-stroke.
Yeah. Look at the tire wear that we're getting. She's gripping. And we're not... I mean, we're probably good being deflated like this. Because, it's way more grip. But thing performs awesome, though. I do think...
This one's way more planted. I started drifting through these curves, and it felt really controlled.
Yeah, I do like the way, and I want to tune the CVT because what it's doing is I feel like it just don't rev out, does it? You get to like 5,000 RPMs and that's about it. You're still gaining speed. What I think has happened is the rear pulley is got too soft of a spring. I need to set it on a different hole, so it's got to rev up higher to pull that in. You know what I mean? And that'll get us a little bit more RPM. Carbs tune great on this. I don't feel like any problem with that.
You feel the power though. You come out of a curve and it's going.
And this is stock head, no head work whatsoever, and stock rockers. If we did ratio rockers and a milled and ported head, we would gain 8 horsepower.
And it would feel like
It would be massive gain. So that's the next thing with this is doing the head work. And this is a 440 Duramax with the Go Power Sports Stage 2 kit. 780 CVT setup. And we made the jack shaft, but the pulleys and stuff is from Go Power Sports. All the links for all these parts, the brakes and everything. Did you ever feel like the brakes got hot or anything?
no, it stops good. I tried to use this once, but it was just too much because you're really fighting it through curves, so it was too much to think about to try to yank that and then fight it.
I'd be almost scared too that you yank it and it would catch, and you know.
Well, that's what I was saying is like when this thing starts sliding, it feels planted. It slides instead of trying to catch.
Well, it don't slide with me. It's gripping like
It's
it's
going.
ultra grip with big boy on it. But let us know what you think about this video. It's super fun to make. This is old Sunday afternoon rip snort. So we're gonna get out here for the cops are called, and we'll see you back at the garage. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. It was super fun to make this thing. We got to start taking stuff down there more often. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do the upgrades to Gravy Bones with the other axle bearings, because I really think I can get the axle hop out of it by doing that and getting the tires, you know, dialing in the PSI on the tires, because I think it's that axle. You know, you got that stick out of axle, and it's just able to flex under a heavy load through the curves. And also that 780 CVT handles amazing. Like, we absolutely had no belt dust on the engine. You can tell when you're wearing belts, and these 780s on a 440 does not wear belts whatsoever. So I highly recommend doing this jack shaft setup like this and using the 780 stuff from Go Power Sports, because it makes a massive difference. That's why I'm hooking out of the hole and just leaving. We are going to adjust that rear pulley. I think we can get some better RPMs out of it if we preload that spring a little bit, because I left it on the lowest, the weakest setting, and you can tell it needs a little bit more. So very soon we're going to take them back. We'll add those axle bearings and retune that pulley, and we'll see what Lonnie can get us time to, and then we can use that as a baseline time for everything else we build in the future that has no suspension, or even if it does have suspension, just something made for the asphalt. So really pumped. Make sure to check out the links in the video description. It's super fun to make, and I can't wait to tune this thing out. And because Gravy Bones is going to powder coat after the Go Power Sports 180 race, we will be down there. We're going to bring Gravy Bones. We're going to bring the hot rod go-kart. We're going to bring a bunch of our stuff. None of our big buggies, because it just gets pretty crazy bringing that much stuff. So, but I hope you guys come out to the 180 race. They're a blast. I don't know for sure if I'm going to be racing, but I know Lonnie said he wants to, so maybe I'll be his guy to give him a break. Let's face it, Lonnie's faster than me. There's no way around that. He's half the weight, and he used to ride motocross a lot, like hare scrambles. So he's pretty quick on the mini bike. So we need to get my MB200 dialed in for Lonnie and me. We're going to do this chain tension. So that stuff's coming up on the channel, getting ready for the 180 race. We hope to see you there, guys. Make sure to check out those links. Support your boy, and let us know what you thought about this video. We love you guys, and we thank you for your support. God bless. I know people might be mad that he don't have a helmet on, but he's just cruising.
He's just out for a Sunday stroll.
He is loving it though. I can tell he is. You can hear he's getting on it a little more.